Hey, what is up guys? The only monster here with another replay. This replay comes from 1337 Milk. So thank you for sending your replay in of your team and letting me cast it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the draft. So we have the Grimstroke, probably gonna be the 4 or the 5. We'll see. Um, yeah, but it's probably gonna be the Willow and the Grimstroke dual combo. Then this Drive Ranger looks to be setting up for the mid. Has the double wraith bands queued up, so a lot of stats. Stark gonna be in the safe lane on the third turret in the off. For the Dire, most likely this Timber gonna be the off. Then Zeus mid, and then Weaver safe, and then Spirit Breaker line the support duo. Probably gonna be the Lion 5 and then the Bara 4, but I have seen some Bara 5 and then Lion 4, so I wouldn't be too surprised. Oh, Ramble just connecting there. Only latching onto one of them, so he's gonna be okay. Takes a bit of damage, but should be okay. Actually going for the foot boots first, very interesting. Trying to go for, I'm surprised they didn't try to go for like, first blood or something like that, but having boots first in during the laning phase is quite helpful. Although having regen is not very... Another Bramble connecting onto the Lion, but he's gonna be okay. Just poking and prodding. Inkswell coming through, but Slark wasn't quite close enough to get that proc off, so Weaver should be okay. And looks like in the end it's gonna be 2 for 2, right? Yep. Weaver. Slark TPing over to the bot lane. Should be doing okay against the Timber, just because he has the Essence Shift steals. However, this Timber can really, he can really burst the Slark down if the Slark is not careful, but once the Slark is level 6, he should be okay. He should be able to, click the Timber a few times, then, takes a little bit of damage, goes away from vision, regens up, and then clicks him again, and then, rinse and repeat, and he should be okay. But yeah, before getting to level 6, it might be a little bit tough for the Slark. We'll see if this Will is able to alleviate some of this pressure. I'm surprised this Dry Ranger doesn't have a stick against the Zeus. Having like that little bit of burst heal could be quite nice, especially against the Zeus. But we'll see what this Dry Ranger gets, because he's definitely gonna. This Dry Ranger might need some type of regen, like a bottle, or just gonna have to constantly ferry out Sal's, because once this Zeus starts getting levels and he already has his bottle, he's always gonna have the mana regen to keep spamming those spells and put him pretty low. Had a little interruption, but we're back. But yeah, like I was saying, this Zeus, once he gets his bottle, he's gonna be able to deal quite a bit of harass damage to this Drow Ranger. So I'm curious to see what this Drow Ranger is gonna get as the game progresses. We're here by the top. Nice little pull there going on, denying some of the XP, or at least forcing the the Weaver to get out of his way and try to farm these creeps. Nice double spike there, and actually that's gonna be first blood onto the Grimstroke. Nicely done there by the Lion with a nice double spike, and then a few more right clicks. That's enough to finish off the kill. Nicely done. Sue's getting the water rune, so he's gonna be able to harass this Drow Ranger even more. Lion gonna pull? Nope. Maybe. No. Maybe he's waiting to stack. We'll just have to see. So far, this Lark's doing pretty good, considering it's against a Timber lane. He's doing pretty well, and this Timber not doing as well as I would have expected him to. I guess the Essence Shift is proving to be a little bit troublesome. Spirit Breaker charge coming through onto the Dry Ranger, but that's a little bit deep and probably gonna cancel that. Yeah, should be okay. Dry Ranger even pops the Fairy Fire just to be safe. I am going for a stack. Ooh, that was just in the nick of time. Like he almost made that pull, but just like 1 second off, and creeps were back into the spawn camp. Well, Inkswell, Stroke of Faith. Should be okay, just taking a little bit of harass damage there. Spike, get him back, should be okay. Strat Ranger already has a double raise, farming alone decently nice, but this is definitely getting the better end of that, just because he's able to, you know, just spam his spells and secure the lasts quite easily. And this Strat Ranger taking quite a bit of damage just from the arc lining, like it's pretty annoying. And then in 15 seconds, Zeus is gonna be able to refill his bottle and harass this Strat Ranger even more. Bounce onto the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker has to charge. Actually, charge and cooldown for another 10 seconds, so he should be a little bit careful. Another, oh, Shadow Realm, not quite enough damage. Looks like the Slark will be content with the courier, but the Spirit Breaker does make it away. However, at top, looks like we have a kill. Hold up, we might actually have a turnaround here. Bramble, but not enough. This Tim is able to click down the Slark and then take down this this Willow as well. Nicely done. Baited. Yeah, the Radiant definitely got a little bit baited there by the kill onto the Spirit Breaker. Not quite able to close down the gap, and he's able to get away, and then this Timber gets a double kill. You know, just as I was saying, he was having a pretty bad game. He gets a double kill just like that, and looks like it didn't rewind enough for the Grimstroke kill. He's like a little bit low. Let's see. Inkswell coming down. He has the bug on top of him. This Weaver hunting for the kill. Gonna Sakuchi in. He has a Gemini attack. Oh, he didn't actually get the. I'm surprised this Grimstroke didn't try to run more into the trees to try to lose vision of the. You know, just to break vision. And, you know, just instead stands in front of the Weaver and tries to Stroke of Fate, but, you know, the Stroke of Fate is only level 1, not gonna deal much damage. A little bit unfortunate there that he ends up going down, and same thing for the heroes down at bottom here, feeding a double kill onto the Timber Saw. But at least on the bright side, this Slark was farming quite decently. He's gonna TP back to lane and back to farming. Ooh, missed that last hit. Rather unfortunate. Sakuchi. Stroke of Fate is gonna connect, and then the Inkswell actually backing up the Centaur, and the Inkswell not gonna connect onto the Weaver. Pops a salve on it to his boy. Should be okay. Nicely done. Timber has a Soul Ring. Gonna go for the Mana Boots after his wand. Ooh, Sue's level 6 now, so heroes need to be careful throughout the map. Bramble gonna come through, Shadow Realm. They're gonna secure the kill onto the Spirit Breaker this time. And now they're chasing after the Timber Saw, but just a little bit tanky, and Farm just wants to, Slark just wants to get back to farming. Spike, Inkswell, not gonna connect, a little bit too far away. And this Lion has boots, so actually he even has Tranquil boots, so yeah, he's gonna be speedy enough. Charge onto the Slark, needs to be a little bit careful. They could honestly Zeus ulti here, like 150 HP, but Zeus is not gonna ult. I guess he's not paying attention throughout the map, or his teammates are not calling for his ulti, but that's 150 HP, and this one, yeah, 300 damage. That would have been more than enough to get the kill onto the Slark. So a little bit of a missed opportunity there, and either the Zeus not paying attention, or just his teammates not asking for the ulti, or not being aware that that the ulti was up. So a little bit unfortunate there.
For my coffers.
Double race for the Weaver. What he has coming? No, that's a Lion's Courier. Just a few sentries. Should probably, in the next few minutes, I should probably start thinking about switching to net worth, so I don't forget, like, you know, 20 minutes in or something like that. Nice little pull there, denying some of the XP. Weaver has level 6, so getting the kill into this Weaver is gonna be a little bit harder. If you don't burst him down before he's able to get the time lapse, he's just gonna be able to get away. That's a little bit One of the downsides of against playing against Weaver is just like so annoying to bring him down. Charge coming through onto the Slug. Curse Crown. Gonna connect onto the Timber Cell, but he's gonna be okay. Slug not quite able to close the distance and get on top of him. Zeus at a healthy level 8. Let's switch it up before I forget. Otherwise, you know, I'm never gonna forgive myself for it. Slug close to his level 6. Once he gets his level 6, he should be chilling. Once he gets his level 6, he shouldn't really need any babysitting from anyone. But yeah, this is a good movement. Just retreat back into the jungle, farm away, because the rest of your team is doing moves up top. Moves up top that I'm missing because I am looking at the Slug right-click creeps. So yeah. Lion, a little bit of trouble. Phantom Saber is gonna come through. He's gonna get the D ward off first, but Inksoul gonna go off. Charge coming out through onto the Grimstroke. This Weaver is staying on top of the Grimstroke, but looks like he's not gonna persist. Charge is still there. Spiritbreaker is still coming. And I think they know. Yeah, this Grimstroke now knows. He's starting to run back. This Spiritbreaker actually needs to be the one careful now. Phantom's Embrace. Stroke of Faith, Curse Crown, and then the Centaur War Runner. Ooh, misses the actual stomp, but has a double edge. Then the Inkswell Bramble, a little bit off the mark. Inkswell gonna connect. Second double edge, it's gonna be enough to finish off the kill. Slark duking it out with the Timber Saw. He's level 6, so he should be okay now. Ooh. If this Timber Saw had more mana there, he probably would have gone for the Chain Whirling Death combo, and that might have been enough damage. However, Zeus making a rotation down here into the bot lane. Actually deciding to back up instead of pushing forward and trying to find this Slark into the small camp or behind the tower. So they're not gonna find that kill. Grimstroke getting gone on. Bugs coming through. Looks like he's gonna be okay. TP from Centaur was enough to deter them from keep on chasing. Yeah, this Lark's pretty chilling down here. He does have his Shadow Dancing cooldown, so he needs to be a little bit careful with that. Spirit Breaker. I definitely think the Spirit Breaker should be spending a little bit more time trying to gank this Drow Ranger. Like, this Drow Ranger is a much easier kill than this Slark is. You know, the Slark is able to cancel away, he has the Shadow Dance, and he's just gonna regen up health again, but looks like you're gonna have an attempt at it. Ooh, Thunder Gust Wrath, not quite enough damage, and this Slark is able to leap away. Shadow Dance back off cooldown in 5 seconds. Bramble is gonna make some nice connections. Yeah, Darkbite comes through, starts stealing those stats, and this Timber, no mana, very low health, in a little bit of trouble, but has it one charges. Looks like he's gonna be okay. This Slark dropping a little bit low. Looks like he's gonna be a-okay. Curse Crown coming through. Oof, this Slark pushing it a little bit too much, and this Timber, oh no, Inksoul should be enough to finish out the kill. Yeah, actually it was a right click to finish off the kill. It wasn't the Inksoul didn't go off. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate there that this Slark went down there. Like definitely did not need to press the issue so much. Definitely could have chilled back a little bit more, you know, like regened up some health and then try to jump in. Felt a little bit safe, you know, since he had 2 of his teammates around, but ends up going down. A little bit unfortunate, putting his game behind a little bit further. Weaver already has the Maelstrom, gonna be going for the Treads next. Centaur on his way to his Vanguard. Yeah, this Willow is gonna be dangerous. This Willow is such a disgusting hero. Nice wards there, but I think they might have vision of that. Oh, he's actually gonna run away. Doesn't stick around for the D ward, and wisely done by the Spirit Breaker. Otherwise, that would have cost him his life. But yeah, this Dark Willow hero can do so much damage because of his Bedlam. Like, I know I've talked about it so much, I've said it so much, but every single time it's like, damn, that Bedlam spell, a lot of damage. Looks like Timbersaw is gonna be going for the Eternal Shroud. Over to your top. Centaur going down. finger there. First finger, plus 40 damage. Charge onto the Drought Ranger. But there's no backup. Like, nice gust to keep the Spirit Breaker away. Drought Ranger turns away. But another strike is there. Thunder Ghost strike. Oh, and the Zeus is enough to finish off the kill onto the Drought Ranger, and then the Willow will be soon to follow. Grimstroke going onto the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker has the ghost on him, but Weaver starting to make his way over. Stampede is gonna get popped. Grimstroke not able to make it out. The Spirit Breaker needs to be a little bit careful. Yeah, double-edged enough to finish off the kill. Ooh, the Weaver and the Centaur duking it out. Ooh, I actually thought the Centaur was actually gonna get the kill onto the Weaver, but the Weaver with the Maelstrom procs and then the Gemini attack, able to burst the Centaur down. Thought the Centaur was gonna get the hoof stomp into the double edge and that was gonna be a dead Weaver, but no. Nicely down there by the Weaver. Echo Saber gonna be next for the Slark. I'm surprised this Drow doesn't have that much farm. I mean, like, she's been pretty much chilling the whole game. Like, she hasn't had a lot of pressure coming through her way. Like maybe that one time that the Bara, ganked her over here and she died, but that was pretty much the only time that, I saw her get exclusively ganked by the Spirit Breaker. Maybe the other time that he was mid and he went like behind his tier 1, but the Spirit Breaker didn't even attempt that, so I'm a little bit surprised. Spirit Breaker again, Gust, nice, keep him away. His Lion poking his nose a little bit too far up, needs to be a little bit careful, yeah. Oof, the Centaur doesn't have his Vanguard yet. The Centaur needs to get a little bit more farm going because he's a little bit on the farm right now. Let's see. Grimstroke over here at top and he's just gonna feed. What? Want? And the Stampede, thanks. Well, nicely done there by the Grimstroke and the Centaur. Charge coming through onto the Grim. This Grim needs to get back quite far. Phantom's Embrace, nicely done. Oh, the double bash. So unfortunate. Inkswell? No way. This Spirit Breaker trying to go for the kill onto the Grimstroke, but nicely done by the Grimstroke. Just, turns around, stands by his tier 2, and then casts every single spell possible, hoping that he gets a kill before, the Spirit Breaker gets a kill onto him. Luckily, that was the case, and Spirit Breaker just ends up feeding. Tier 1 then here at the bot safe lane is gonna get claimed. This Timbersaw getting a little bit too big. Like he wasn't actually having an incredible game at the beginning of the game, but then the Slark went away from the lane and stopped trying to kill this Timbersaw. And this Timbersaw just started camping bottom and started getting quite a bit of farm and it's now level 10. Spirit Breaker charging onto the Slark. Well, it looks like he's gonna cancel his charge and just put some vision down. The Slark might actually know that they have vision up the high ground if he's paying attention to his Shadow Dance. Let's back up a little bit, see what happened. Oh, 3 heroes wrapping around onto him. Dust, Phantom's Embrace, gonna connect on through the Cursed Crown, the Bramble, the whole kitchen sink onto him, and they're gonna find the kill onto the Weaver. Nicely done. Lion has his blink, so the Dire are gonna be able to get some nice initiation stuff, and just like they ganked the Weaver, they're gonna gank the Slark. Slark immediately pops the Shadow Dance. Lion, wow, off the mark with the spike. Oof, the Nether Strike and the finger, even the Thunder God's Wrath, but might not be enough. Oh, actually, charge off cooldown, so they are gonna get the kill onto the Slark. Nicely done there. So both teams trading their safe laners, both teams, ganking the enemy safe laner, while the rest of the team are on the other side of the map. Blink, Spike onto the Drought Ranger, in a little bit of trouble, but it's only the Spirit Breaker and the Lion. And it looks like this Drought Ranger is actually gonna be okay. He's just turning around and fight. Super rotation is coming through. Bedlam enough to secure the kill onto the Spirit Breaker, and this Centaur is still TPing in, and he's got like no HP. A little bit unfortunate there from the Dire that they didn't have more heroes there for the Drow kill because they had +1, like Timber, whoever +1. They get to kill onto the Drow Ranger, and that's quite a big kill. A little bit of a missed opportunity there for the Dire. A little bit unfortunate. Let's see. Etherland's gonna be next for the Grimstroke. Drow Ranger gonna be going for the Pike. Oh, charge coming on through onto the Grimstroke. In a little bit of trouble. It's gonna end up going down. Nice kill there from the Dire. This Slark, what is he going for? Mage Slayer, actually. Interesting. Makes sense against the Zeus. How much does it actually cost? Well, it's not cheap. I've actually never bought the Mage Slayer before, so I'm curious to see what this Slark's able to make out of it. Actually not jumping onto the Zeus. Maybe expecting that the rest of his team is around him, but I definitely think that could have been like a fine opportunity to jump onto the Zeus. He has no mana. He has low mana. He's kind of low on health as well, and you're full mana, full health. Could have been a good attempt, and you also have your 2 infused raindrops. Ooh, Willow getting gone on Fear, connecting onto the Spirit Breaker only. Bounce onto the Lion. Nice little dark crack there. Pops the Shadow Dance, is gonna get the kill onto the Spirit Breaker. Thunder Gods gonna get the kill onto the Willow. This Timbersaw and Drow Ranger duking it out. Well, there's another fight going over by the tier 1. But this Weaver, he has a Soul Ring. He could actually turn it around onto the Drow Ranger, and he might. No way. One last hit. Nicely done. Let's rewind a little bit because there was a whole nother fight happening while the Drow Ranger was getting chased by the Timber. So let's replay that. So there goes the Terrorize. Spirit Breaker gets back, and the Timber starts chasing the Drow Ranger. Slark gets on top of the Lion. He's gonna get the kill on the Lion. Another strike. Oh, not quite enough, and then finishes off the kill. Thunder Gods. Weaver gonna Sakuchi out. I mean, time lapse out. Dust does get popped. Doesn't clip the Weaver though. And this Slark jumping on top of the Zeus. The Zeus trying to TP out. What? He actually cancels it. Interesting. I'm not sure why he went for the TP and then cancels it, but yeah. Weaver finishing off the kill onto the Grimstroke, and then now this Slark swinging back to clean up this Timbersaw. This Timbersaw looks to be pretty dead. Well, chain. Nice chain there. He also has mana, but he pops the Clarity. Has mana for the chain now. Chain? Chain? Ooh, the Bramble actually catching onto him, and then the last hit from the Willow. Enough to get the kill onto the Timber. A little bit of, like, not sure why he didn't go for the chain immediately there. And he just tried, running around the tree in circles, Not really sure, but, the Willow's able to get the Bramble off, connect onto him, deal that little bit of damage, and then that last hit to secure the kill onto him. Very nice fight there for the Slark, cleaning up some very nice kills. This Slark had been having a pretty rough game. He wasn't too happy with this game, but after that fight, cleaning up some nice kills, he puts himself back up. Dropping a little bit low, but he's gonna be okay. A little bit close for comfort, but he's gonna make it out of there. He had his calculator ready. Sue's gonna have his Ags in about 1 more K gold. Actually, Weaver going for the Radiance, a little bit interesting. Like, if his Weaver was going against a Phantom Lancer or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, okay, it makes sense. But ooh, Weaver getting silenced. Phantom's Embrace, and then the Inkswell. Ooh, he managed to get the time lapse off. Nicely done. Charge coming through into the Grimstroke. Slark jumping onto the Lion. Lion's gonna drop. Oh, the Soulbind doing quite a bit of work, and then the Cursed Crown. Slark has a DD and 13 AGs. Yeah. Very unfortunate there. Weaver back to farming, like interesting Radiance build. Onto the tier 2 they go. Centaur almost has his blink. Still having a like still having a rough game for sure. This Centaur. But once he gets blink, it's gonna be quite nice for the Radiant. They're gonna have a nice initiation there. This Grimstroke, like, you know, doing almost just as good as the Centaur. This Grimstroke having a pretty good game this so far. Dry Ranger farming down bottom, almost has his pike. Has the Mage Slayer completed. The Dire have vision of the over here by the jungle, so they know that the raiding heroes are chilling here. Nice little ward there. Not sure they're gonna de-ward that there on the side of the Dire. Smoke from the Lion gets popped. They're trying to make a go on this. But this Timber's on the complete opposite side of the map. Does he have TP ready? Nope, he doesn't. So I need to be a little bit careful with this. Looks like the Radiants are just gonna back up. They've had enough. They poked enough. They've seen the heroes show up, and they're like, all right, we're good enough. Let's just go back. Dry Ranger claiming that Arcane Rune. Not great on Dry Ranger, but better to have it on Dry Ranger than on the Zeus, that's for sure. Dual Scepter coming through onto the Timber, so Cursed Crown. Gonna connect. Oh, Thunder God's actually securing the kill onto the Centaur, but this Slark onto the back lines, getting on top of the Spirit Breaker. He's gonna find a kill. Terrorize is gonna connect onto the Timber Cell. Timber Cell gonna end up going down. And then the Weaver trying to hit the back lines, but gets his dust popped onto him and then has to back away. Tried guessing where the Weaver was. Looks like the Weaver's just gonna TP onto the opposite side of the map and just gonna farm. Not interested in fighting. Although this Zeus and this Lion, they're smoked up. They're thinking about making a go. Looks like they're actually gonna back up. So this Zeus and this Lion able to defend their tier 2. Nicely done. And now they might look for a counterplay. We were gonna switch you away. As his Radiance gonna be going for the BKB next. What does this shard do actually? 40% more damage. Damn. And heals the 40% of the damage that Inkswell does. And then at the end of it, the target will receive a strong dispel. Damn. Damn. That's a pretty good shard, man. Spirit Breaker going for the Vessel. Like, yeah, sure, I get it. You want to go for the Vessel, but not a lot of kills happening, man. Kind of feels like a wasted item, but hey, once he does get those charges up, it's gonna be quite good. Timbers are actually going for the Aghanim Scepter. Interesting. Not sure the problem is damage right now, but hey, that's what the Timbersaw seems to think. Oh, Blink, Stomp, Silence. This Weaver's dead. Nice initiation there from the Radiant. Did they actually have vision of him? Interesting. That almost looked like they had vision of him. Somehow, some way, somewhere. I don't know, cause that was quite perfect. So they're smoked up. Oh, they literally just see him. Like, yeah, nicely done. Nice smoke there from the side of the Radiant, catching a big kill onto the Weaver before he's able to get his BKB. So once they get the stomp, they get the silence. That's pretty much a dead Weaver. He has no way to dispel that pre-BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now it's Timber standing in front, but needs to be a little bit careful. Like, yeah, sure, you're tanky, but you're not that tanky. Gonna throw the chakram out. Just try to harass as much as he can before the tower goes down. Bramble coming through, actually connecting onto the Suze. The Suze needs to be a little bit careful, and that's actually gonna end up going down probably. Yep, Slark leaping up, going onto the Lion, and then yeah, Suze going down. Ooh, silence coming through onto the Timber, and then the pounce this dead Timber. Wow, this game really spiraling out of control. Like, at the beginning of the game, it wasn't looking too bad for the Dire. In fact, I think the Dire were kind of in control from that game. But the Slark got a good fight off, and then he got some good EXP, some good gold off of it, and then just started snowballing out of control from there. This Slark pretty much the same level as the Drow Ranger, and the Drow Ranger was having a pretty nice game with not a lot of pressure, and the Slark wasn't doing too well at the beginning of the game, but now doing pretty well. Also, a little unfortunate that the Zeus went down there. I'm not sure why he was like around the secret shop there, maybe trying to go for a backstab play or something like that. But ends up getting caught out, and now the Rain they're gonna go into the Roche pit, claim this Roche and secure that lead. Nice little Inkswell there to heal him up. They're gonna pop a salve onto him. This Weaver needs his BKB ASAP, and I'm not sure he's gonna be able to have it for the next fight. He's gonna have to farm pretty darn fast. Needs 1400 gold for his BKB. Might be able to get it before the next fight, depending how well his team hold. So the Centaur gonna be going for the Blade Mail. This Willow actually literally has no items. He's been buying pretty much all the wards. Like all the wards I've been seeing have been coming down from this Willow and this this Grimstroke queuing up the the E-Blade. They're trying to do the best they can, just split up the map as much as they can.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Drow has his Manta. Slark, he's got his BKB. This pretty much go time for the Radiant right now. Oh no, they find it's a Zeus. Zeus pretty dead. Has no defensive items. A little bit unfortunate there. Weaver is gonna be able to make it out, but still doesn't have his BKB, so it needs to be quite careful. That shard on the Willow is actually so annoying. Timber throwing out the chakram. Onto the high ground they go, fortification coming through, nice little blank stomp. This Timber pops the Yule Scepter, Terrorize is gonna connect onto the Spirit Breaker. Timber so is gonna buy back, so is the Weaver. Well yeah, this game looks to be pretty over. Oh, nice little dust there. Not gonna be enough though, but nice little predictor by the Willow, connecting the dust onto the Weaver. The Centaur needs to be a little bit careful, dropping kind of low. Thunder God's gonna be enough to get the kill onto the Slark. Nice chain there, securing the kill onto the Centaur. Slark now on the retreat, should be okay. Nice Yule Scepter there. Did he use himself? Or was that a use from this guy? Nope, he used himself. So they're gonna be able to make it out. They only lose the Centaur and the Willow and the Aegis for that, but they do get the tier 3, so it's actually not that bad for the Radiant. But even better for the Dire. They're able to defend their base. Yeah, sure, it cost them what, buyback from the Weaver, and I think it was also a buyback from the Timber. But they hold their base, they get the Aegis, and now they're back. Back on even grounds. There's no Aegis to play around. So I'd actually like to see, well, maybe not anymore, but maybe when the Willow and the Centaur were dead, the Dire go for a smoke play, trying to take advantage of their numbers. We were gonna be closer to his BKB. Unfortunately, he had to buy back there. but that was definitely a very necessary buyback. Java Ranger almost has his BKB. This Grinstroke has a Ghost Scepter. It actually wouldn't be a bad game for a Ghost Scepter on the side of the Dire. Weaver needs 700 more gold for his BKB. Actually, Sue's going for the Octarine. I'd like to see Sue's trying to get like a defensive item, you know, whether that's a Force Staff, Blink, Dual Scepter, or anything, just so that, you know, you don't die immediately if this Slark or this Centaur gets on top of you.
Not this time.
Dark Willow going for the pipe. I was gonna mention that like yeah, there was no pipe. The Centaur didn't really build a pipe, and it's only gonna come in 30 minutes into the game. Would have been nicer to have it earlier, but hey, it is what it is. Smoke will be coming through. Oh, and they see the Weaver. This Weaver does not have his BKB. Needs to be a little bit careful. But looks like they're gonna find the Timbersaw instead. You'll Scepter coming through, removing the silence, but he's stuck in place. They're gonna find a kill onto him. Weaver is out of there. So I guess the Timber tanked the gank for his boy the Weaver, and the boy Weaver now has BKB. So yeah, he won't. He at least he's gonna be able to get this time lapse off. However, his time lapse instant cooldown for 20 seconds. Bramble coming through. This yeah, this raiding here is taking quite a bit of damage from this Zeus spam. Like they need a pipe pretty bad. Looks like they're just gonna poke a little bit the high ground. They have quite a few creeps pushing down their tier 2 down here, so they might want to address that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Spurrbreaker farming the Ancients. Still has no charges in his Spirit Vessel. A little bit unfortunate. It's gonna be going for the Blade Mill. Butterfly next for the Dry Ranger. How much gold? Yeah, about 800 gold.
Bounty.
Oh, now would be a good time for the Dire to try to fight. They see the Driver Rangers pushing down bottom. Now would be a good time for the Dire Heroes to smoke up. You know, they know there's no Driver Ranger right now, so but it's a good time as any to take a fight. But looks like this Driver Ranger immediately shoves this bottom lane and then immediately TPs up to the outpost. Silence, but he has a BKB, should be okay. Actually, this Weaver chasing up the high ground. He's a little bit careful. Like, Jaranger pops his own BKB, but yeah, time lapses away. Tsukuchi's onto the trees, and they're just gonna TP out. Nicely done. The Dire. Oh, Blink Hex, Bramble. Connecting onto the Timber, Slarks onto the Lion, but this Lion's gonna end up going down. Wow, so is the Weaver. Weaver didn't have his BKB, didn't have his time lapse, no buyback. Zeus gonna end up going down. Buyback from the Lion, but not sure how much that's gonna do. Slark popping the BKB, going for the Lion kill. That's a dieback on the Lion. And yeah, this looks to be pretty GG. Very unfortunate there for the Dire. They definitely had a good start. You know, they did decently well on their lanes. I definitely think their top lane won. Bottom lane was a little like a little 50-50, and so was the mid. But they definitely gained quite a bit of advantage over at the top. But they weren't able to, you know, turn that advantage into a more significant lead. And yeah, also that fight down in the middle where the Stark was able to clean up like about 3 kills where he wasn't doing so well, really pushed the Stark back into the game, and he was able to do a good job from there. Also, this Grimstroke having a pretty good game. Like, almost had like the same net worth at some point as the Centaur, but yeah, very cool game. Nicely done by the Radiant. Like, some good movements there. Like, even though the Slark wasn't doing too great after the laning phase, that one fight in the mid really set him back in track, and then they were able to take the game from there. But anyways, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to support the channel any way you can, whether that's subscribing, sharing the video with your grandma, onboard child, your cousin, your neighbor, whoever it is. However, you're not bothered, the mere fact you're watching this video is good enough for me. Peace out, guys.